One night in Antwerp, someone came for a vault packed with millions. Behind those doors were steel, sensors, cameras, and diamonds worth a fortune. But the clue that cracked the case was found in the trash. This was Antwerp, the diamond capital of Europe, where fortunes moved through the streets every single day. Inside the diamond center, clients locked away cash, gold, jewelry, and stones worth millions. The building was protected by cameras, alarms, locks, sensors, and layers of security. Then a calm tenant named Leonardo Notarbartolo entered the building like any normal businessman. But he was not just renting an office, he was studying the place. Later, he would be linked to a group of Italian professionals known as the School of Turin, not reckless street criminals, but disciplined men who preferred precision, planning, and silence. The decisive night came on the weekend of February 15th to 16th, 2003. While the city moved through an ordinary weekend, the crew began moving into the building, calm, controlled, and acting like every step had already been rehearsed in their minds. They reached the vault and began opening deposit boxes one after another, everything happening with such speed and confidence that it felt as if the thieves knew the building better than some of the people who worked there. By morning, the damage was staggering. More than 100 boxes had been emptied. Diamonds, jewelry, gold, cash, and financial papers were gone, and the loss was often estimated at more than $100 million, with some estimates going even higher. For the diamond world, this was a direct strike to the heart. Police were not looking at just a large robbery. They were looking at a statement. If a place like this could be breached, then maybe nothing was truly untouchable. And what made it even worse for the system was that the crime did not look like a crude smash and grab. There was no image of desperate men breaking walls and running. It looked like someone had spent years learning how to become invisible. But then came the thing that ruins even the best plans. After the robbery, someone from the crew dumped trash in a wooded area nearby, and that was where police finally got what they had been missing: real physical evidence. Inside that trash were items connected to the preparation and the crime itself. Ordinary objects suddenly became critical clues, and the nearly perfect operation began to crack. Not because of the vault, but because of human error. The investigation slowly pulled the threads together, and one of them led straight to Notarbartolo. He was arrested, and from there the story shifted into another game. Interrogations, courtrooms, and the question of whether he was the true mastermind or just the man closest to the center of the scheme. Notarbartolo later claimed that the story was more complicated than police suggested. According to him, he was not the only key player, and other people behind the heist may have escaped completely. But the biggest question was not only who did it. The bigger and more haunting question was where the loot went. Because if the real value truly reached into the hundreds of millions, then most of that fortune simply vanished. Some of it may have been sold, some of it may have been recut, hidden, or moved through the black market, and some part of it may still exist somewhere today, long separated from the most famous diamond robbery in modern history. In the end, this case became a legend, not just because of the money, but because of the contrast. One of the most protected places in Europe, a crew that planned almost everything, and a fatal mistake not in the technology, but in a simple bag of trash. The robbery of the century was almost perfect, almost